What's up, guys? It's Friday, June the 3rd, last day of June. So we're in the second half of the year, I guess what you call it. Hot, freaking hot. Am I on? My microphone is way over there. Not used to that. It's hot outside. It's going to be, July 4th is what, next Tuesday? Hope you guys are doing good. I'm sure everybody's got big plans. Some people off all next week. That's fine. Good for you. Um, Me, not so much. Next week's going to be a busy week for me. What's up, Brian? Brian's back in the live feed again. Um, I hadn't really had a chance to do a live feed this week. Both it's, it's been a busy week and it's been a weird week for me. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just getting old, but I don't know. I was exhausted like every night this week. I didn't make it past 9 o'clock. Uh, I don't know what it is, but hopefully next week will be better. Trying to get in, try to get in my running. Uh, in the summertime, I do a lot of running, and did that today. Like I said, it ever since poor folks have to work. You're right, Robbie. I know exactly what you mean. Um, got to run in today. It was, like I said, really hot up there. Um, Hang on, I'm gonna set up. All right, it's 6:48 Eastern time now, and you guys want to, if you're sitting at home, uh, don't have anything going on tonight, I want you to go to let's see, Scenes Scenes Media Facebook page at 8 o'clock Eastern tonight. At 7 o'clock Central, you go over there tonight. Uh, three timer, three-time guest of the show, Noelle Tolan, will be over there. Just her and her guitar on Scenes. That's Scenes Media. I'm gonna see. Let me see if I can share it where you guys can see because I don't want you to go where like some people may not know how to spell scenes. But yeah, she'll be over there, and Noelle always puts on a good show. One of our friends from Brickshore Media, so of course Brian, who's in here in the live chat now, is another friend from Brickshore Media that him and Annie uh, always support the show, and we appreciate it. All right, so I'm getting ready to share it so you can see where to go. It sucks getting old. You're right, it does suck getting old. I've come to realize that. Uh, Share screen. Yeah. All right, so there you go right there. Noelle will be live tonight. It's 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 Central. So guys, if you're looking for something to do tonight, you're just sitting at home bored. Even if you're not, go check her out. She's great. I mean, Noelle is just great. I can't say enough about her. Uh, Hopefully we'll get her back on the show again. That'll be 4 times for her. These guys got, some of you guys, Brian, y'all got to catch up. She might be the first 5 timer. It'll be like Saturday Night Live. Maybe I'll give out like coats and stuff like they did with 5 timer on it. But yeah, guys, check her out tonight. Uh, I plan on going in there and seeing how she does. Just like I said, just her and her guitar sounds like, of course it's going to be acoustic, no band, but she always puts on a great show. No telling what she might come up and play. I'm sure she'll play all the songs from her EP. Um, and who knows, you may hear some cover songs. I don't know how long a set it's going to be, but we definitely want to support Noelle, support all those Brickshore Media folks. They've been really good to us, Nicole and company over there. We actually have another date with some Brickshore guys. Brian's going to be on, and we got another guy coming on, and we're going to discuss Desert Island albums. That's going to be later in the month. It's desert. When we talk about desert island albums, it's going to be albums that albums that if you were stranded on a desert island, like it's let's say you could take five albums with you that you knew you could listen to over and over. Um, what would they be? So that's what, yeah, Brian. That's what Brian and we've got another guest that hasn't been on the show before. We're not going to give him away yet, but he's we're going to do that. That'll be the last. I think that'll be the last part of the month. Uh, we actually have an episode coming out. I'm uploading. Hopefully, everything will be all right. I know one night this week we've been having internet problems. Uh, one night this week, one day this week, our internet stayed out from like 10 o'clock in the morning to about 9:30 at night. So one of the shows I was going to record, one of my podcasts I was going to record, where's Annie playing at? Is that tonight? Okay. Well, I hope everything goes good for Annie tonight. You putting earbuds in to listen to me when you're at a live gig for Annie. Dude, you're gonna end up back in the doghouse again. Hey, when we do our however many it is, if it's 5 desert albums, then island albums, you got to make sure you pick Annie. I don't care if she had to put an album out. You just put join the club, buddy. Join the club. Doghouse for us. Hey, that could be a song. We need to write that song. Doghouse for us. But yeah, let me stop sharing that. So yeah, remember Noel tonight, guys. Annie's playing. Of course, there's unless Brian takes video of it, we won't get to see that. But yeah, hey, don't forget me when you make that a hit song now. Don't forget me. I'm gonna write that down too on this night. Anyway, don't forget about that, guys. Noel, and like I said, it's in the On the Fly Facebook group if you want to check it out. Looking at some news, some unfortunate news in the wrestling world. Former WWE superstar, former Denver Bronco defensive lineman Darren Drozdov, who was the Droz. That was his name in WWE when he was there for a short time. Passed away today. I think he was 54. Passed away at the age of 54. Now, Droz, if you didn't know, Droz had been in a wheelchair. He'd been paralyzed. I think it was from the waist down. It may have been more than that, but he'd been paralyzed since it was an accident in the ring with D'Lo Brown. Matter of fact, I just saw a documentary with D'Lo talking about that the other night, and he was talking about people were talking about that him and Droz didn't like each other. Droz held ill feelings to him, and that's not the case. He said they talk about it every day, and he said to this day they can't figure out what went wrong on that. I mean, and they've watched it over and over again. It was just a freak accident, and it happens in wrestling sometimes. Look at Stone Cold with Owen. Owen did the pile driver, and Stone Cold, couldn't move if you watch that match. But yeah, unfortunately, Droz passed away today at the age of 54. We definitely send out our prayers and our condolences to the family and the friends and the WWE. Very sad to hear. I mean, Droz was a big dude. He spent some time with the Road Warriors with the LOD. He was like the third member. He actually turned heel, I think, on him. It was a bunch of stuff going on with the Road Warriors at that time with the storyline, and the storyline was hitting real life at that time. We can talk about that on another episode. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. So 15 years after the last Indiana Jones, this is the final one. At least, I guess, it should be the final one. If Harrison Ford can't do it, is not going to do it after this one, they shouldn't do an Indiana Jones movie because he's Indiana Jones. I haven't heard the reviews yet how it was. Looking forward to it. Let me tell you the Crystal Skull one though. I hope it's better than Crystal Skull was. That was the last one. That was not a good Indiana Jones movie. If you guys are Indiana Jones fan, I don't know. Uh, I don't know which one I would say. I'm partial to Raiders which was the first one, just because that sentimental reasons, but that was really good. That was what got me. Of course, at that time you see Harrison Ford, and he's automatically been typecast as Han Solo, but he did a great job. He did a great job breaking that. I mean, because there's people now that say, "Oh, he's not Han Solo. He's Indiana Jones." Um, a lot of actors don't get to do that. A lot of actors are typecast when especially as big as Star Wars was. But Indiana Jones was big too. So maybe I'll have a get time Indiana Jones marathon. Um, Kiss. Gene Simmons has come out again. Of course, the End of the Road tour still going on. Ending in December 1st and 2nd at Madison Square Garden. Gene Simmons has said that Ace Frehley and Peter Criss, who were two of the four original members, have refused their invitations to come up on stage and play at the two shows. Now, we've heard this before, but these guys, I'm sorry, and I don't know, I'm not behind the scenes. I don't know any details or anything like that, but these guys aren't going to come. I mean, Ace has said it several times. He's not going to go up there for free. The prices are going to have to be right for him to go up there. I don't, the longer this goes on, the more I don't think that it's going to happen. I just don't see it. I'll be shocked if even one of them gets up there. I'll be really shocked if both of them do. But yeah, kids, it is what it is. I would have liked to see 70-year-old men that are hanging up their careers, hanging up as far as not Kiss, but hanging up performing in front of a touring, would have one last bang with the guys that helped get them there. And I'm not just talking about Ace and Peter. I'm talking about Bruce. I don't know about Vinny. You will probably won't ever see Vinny up there on stage with him. I'm talking about Bruce. And some kind of tribute. I will be really, excuse my language, I'll be really pissed off if there isn't some kind of recognition or tribute to Eric Carr. I mean, Eric Carr is just an important member as any of the Kiss members are to me. Just like Bruce. Bruce is very important. You just don't ignore a piece of history like that, especially what went on with Eric, who passed away from cancer. And I know all the controversy about what their relationship was, especially between him and Paul before he died. I don't care. That guy was a key member of that band, and if you listen to the drumming on all the albums he was on, especially Creatures, and I know people talk about that's the drumming album, but yeah, it was. But it got Kiss back to what they needed to be after the Elder. Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, it is what it is with these guys. I just wish they could get it together. I really do. Let's see what else we got going on here. Molly Hatchet flirting with disaster art sells for $6 million. Frank Frazetta's iconic Dark Kingdom fetched the highest sum for any fantasy art. That's pretty cool. Molly Hatchet was one that I listened to. For some reason, I don't know who got it. My brother got it or something like that. He had a cassette of Beating the Odds, and they always had the coolest covers. That was not just the coolest. That wasn't the only cool cover they had was with Flirting with Disaster. I'm looking now, Paramount Plus. If you're a fan of the '80s metal, a new docuseries will chronicle the trials and tribulations of the '80s glam metal zeitgeist, shining a light on 5 artists who experienced success and struggle in equal measure. I Wanna Rock, the '80s metal dream, will premiere exclusively on Paramount Plus on July 18th in the United States. In Canada, in July 19th in the United Kingdom and Australia, with more international markets to follow. The series will be split into 3 episodes and follow members of Skid Row, Twisted Sister, Winger, Vixen, and The Scream. So that's a pretty good lineup there. I'm the only ones I'm not really familiar with their stuff is The Scream. Episode 1, I Want to Be Somebody with Dale. Man, my freaking I'm reading this off Ultimate Classic Rock. I Want to Be Somebody with Devil in the '80s hard rock. And it's doing it again. Never mind. I give up. Give up on that one. '80s hard rock explosion and the aforementioned artists who set out to get their piece of the cherry pie. Episode 2, headed for heartbreak, finds the '80s metal scene at a fever pitch as the rockers enjoy stardom and battle personal demons and professional hang-ups. Third and final episode, Smells Like Change, Smells Like Teen Spirit, explores these musicians' battles to stay afloat amid the shifting musical tides as grunge and alternative render '80s metal obsolete. That's something I'm going to have to mark down. So that'll be 2.5 weeks. July 4th is a Tuesday, so July 18th, that'll be a Tuesday. We'll have to check that out. I've got some big interviews coming out. Like I said, I've got an episode I'm actually uploading now with another Brickshore Media artist. If you didn't see the live version of it, Flint Adams. We will have his episode will be the next one. I'm going right down. Like I said, I've got some episodes backed up. Next week we'll have a few, like I said, but I'm putting these out as I get to them, guys. And if you didn't catch the live on some of them, then you'll get a chance to watch it all over again and listen to it all over again. We've hit a big milestone again on the fly. The final score, we've got some big stuff coming, and I'm excited about that. Of course, football season's coming, and guess what? Guess what I saw at the store the other day? The first pro football magazine. And y'all, I know people are like, I say it every year, people are like, you're crazy. You can find everything you want on the internet. But since I've been a kid, I've always liked having a copy in my hand. Breaking news. All right, listen to this, guys. This comes from blabbermouth.net. As expected, Motley Crue played a small club show earlier tonight. That was the big build-up that we were talking about last week. On the eve of the band's July 1st co-headline show with Def Leppard at London, Vince Neil, Nikki Sixx, Tommy Lee, and John Five played at the 450 capacity The Underworld in London under the pseudonym Dogs of War. More photos and video will come shortly, and there's a picture up there of them. So Motley Crue maybe we'll see. Maybe debuted some new songs. We'll see. But we kind of knew that was coming. But yeah, pro football is right around the corner. I'm right around the corner with my football team. We're coaching. So hopefully I'll be at dudes. Let me ask y'all something. And I'm sitting right here looking at it, scrolling through Facebook right here. Now, Facebook gets up there and they'll put you in Facebook jail for saying something that doesn't meet their standards. But yet, I'm looking right on Facebook right now, and there is a ad on Facebook. Just show the guy's penis. and showing them having sex. And I'll probably get put in Facebook jail for talking about it. But what the heck is going on here? What? I don't understand. I don't understand. It's like, anyway, hypocritical. Hypocritical, if you ask me. I just saw that ad come up, and I mean, no lie, it wasn't holding anything back. It was like watching a freaking, what you'd see in a porno movie. Really? Okay. So if I say something to offend somebody, then I'll go to Facebook JLB, but they can put a freaking ad with a penis up there. Anyway, see, my dogs are doing like that. Anyway, some other stuff going on in the sports world. Evidently, I've got folks coming home. But hold on one second, guys. Dude, I'm not looking at anything like that on my computer. It's talking about making your penis bigger. Believe me, I'm not even worried about that anymore. It was on my phone. I'm not even worried about that anymore, Robbie. I'm past that point. Anyway, Draymond Green apparently has re-signed with the Golden State Warriors. 4 years. I want to say $100 million. 4 years, $25 million a year, guys. All right, that's gonna do it for tonight. I got somebody coming in the door right now. I'm gonna have to cut it a little short. I may be back later on, but make sure you check out Noel, and we will see you guys next time on The Fly and on The Final Score.